one would be easier on number 1, substitution or elimination?
Like you said, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Great. So which way did you do it, Ben?
I was waiting for you, Miss County.
You were not supposed to. You're supposed to do this on your own, Ben.
Couldn't do it by myself.
So I think I'm going to multiply the top one by 2. When I multiply the top by 2, I get 2x plus 12y equals 4. Add them together, and I get 17y equals negative 17. Divide by 17, and y equals negative 1. Pick an equation, plug it back in. X plus 6 times negative 1 equals 2. 6x minus 6 equals 2. Where'd the 8 come from? 2. Add 6 to both sides. X equals 8. 8 and negative 1, is that what you guys got?
Yeah, I did, Miss Campbell.
Ben, you got what I got. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Katie, is that good? Is that right? Ask someone who has actually done it. Thanks, Katie.
Well,
Might as well check my work with somebody else, right?
you were,
Ben's like, okay. Number 2, I think I did substitution on this one. I didn't. I think I did elimination on this one also because it's faster. So I'm going to multiply this one by negative 8. So the top one doesn't change.
Wait, why negative 8?
Because I'm going to get rid of my y's.
You didn't get rid of the y.
Yeah, because this is 8y here. And this is y. So if I turn this time, negative 8 times y will give me negative 8y. Right? So then I get 48x minus 8y equals negative 80. So I get 52x equals negative 104. Divide by 52.
It's a 52x.
X equals negative 2. Yes, Ben. Take those sunglasses off. Plug it back in. Eight plus y equals 10. Subtract 8. I don't know why I said 8 because 6 times 2 is obviously 8, right? Obviously not. Yeah, Leah.
I don't really understand how you got the 2.
Which 2? This 2?
No, the other problem where you multiplied it all with 2. And I don't understand how you got the multiplied by negative 8 on the other
Same one?
So, hold on. So, you're not sure how I got this 8?
No, the 2. Like, I don't know how you multiplied everything by 2.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So what I decided to do is I saw that there on this one that this is a negative 2x and this is an x. When I add the equations together, I want them to make a 0. Okay? So what does this one need to make it a 0? It needs a 2, right? So 2, because 2x minus 2x is 0. So if I multiply this by 2, I'll get a 0. Does that make sense now? So I multiplied the whole thing by 2. Same thing here, right? This is 8y, and this is y. So if I multiply this by negative 8, I would get 8 minus 8 and get rid of my y's. Does that make sense now? Okay. So this is subtract 12. So y equals negative 2. So my answer is negative 2, negative 2. Okay. Huh? Okay, one more. Listen. Oh, Lex, I don't think I marked that you. Oh, I did. Okay. I want to make sure I marked that you were here. So why I chose negative 8 is because this one was 8y.
Oh, wait, never mind. Because of the negative 6.
Huh?
Is it because of the negative 6?
No, I chose negative 8 because this is an 8y.
Oh, wait.
And this is a 1y.
No, I see now.
Okay? And 8 times 1 is negative 8. So that would make a 0. Whatever, I'm multiplying by something that will give me a 0. Is that okay?
Yeah, I just had to see it from now.
Okay.
Once every day.
Okay. So today, We're doing your second or maybe first least favorite thing in math to do. Word problems, yeah.
Oh, scared me. I thought we had to check. Oh, jeez.
No, that's next time.
Oh, Lord. I hate word problems. Really? It's not a word problem to you.
It is. You turn it into equations.
Word form.
Very good.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So basically, we're still using systems of equations. Okay. We just have to write the equations before we do it. So the most, I guess the most valuable thing is to write down what it is I'm actually looking for, right? So it says find the value of two numbers. Do we know what those numbers are? No. So what am I going to use? Do I know what the numbers are? No. So what am I going to use? If I don't know what a number is in math, what do I use?
A valuable.
A variable. But that was very close.
Oh, I thought valuable was the same thing though.
X, and since I have two of them, I'm going to use X and Y. Okay, is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So I have two variables, X and Y, two numbers. I don't know what they are. And then it says that the sum, what does the word sum mean? Addition. So the sum of those two numbers is 14. So my first equation is X plus Y equals 14. And then my second clue says, and their difference, what does difference mean? So their difference is 2. So X minus Y equals 2. Now I have two equations, two variables. Right now we just do what we did yesterday or the day before. We've done it for almost a week now. Okay? So I'm going to use elimination because I have a Y and a negative Y. So I'm just going to add them together. So what's X plus X? 2X. Beautiful. And 14 plus 2. Woo. Now what do I do? And my answer is 8. So X is 8. And how do I get Y? Plug it in. Which one? Doesn't matter? Top one. Great. So I've got 8 plus Y equals 14. Subtract 8 and Y equals 6. Done.
Shut up.
Okay. So, here we go. What are my two numbers? Oh, okay. All right. So what are my two numbers again? No. What are my two numbers? Good. X and Y. Or M and N, or whatever two letters you want them to be, right? It doesn't have to be X and Y. Okay, so their sum is 15. And their difference is 1. And I do exactly the same thing we just got done doing. So 2x equals 16, divide by 2, x equals 8. And then 8 plus y equals 15. And y equals 7.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now. Okay, there we go. 8 and 4. Got it? Great. Okay, so those are the simple ones, right? Let's move to the little harder ones. Okay. So when we're doing this, we still want to write down what we're talking about, okay, and what we're looking for. So I'm gonna read, oh my gosh, I have to read in math class.
It's okay, man, it's alright.
Oh.
To read. Okay? So the indoor climbing gym is a popular field trip destination. This year, the senior class at high school A and the senior class at high school B both planned trips there. The senior class at high school A rented and filled 1 van and 7 buses with 210 students. High school B rented and filled 1 van and 1 bus with 36 students. Each van and each bus carried the same number of students. Find the number of students in each van and each bus. So what am I actually looking for? Okay, so students in the vans and the buses. So my variables, I'm not going to use X and Y this time because I want to know what they're kind of related to. So I'm going to use V for van and B for buses. So then I know how it's related. Does that make sense? Okay. So then I'm going to have 2 equations. I'm going to have one for high school A. High school A filled how many vans? How many vans? 1 van plus how many buses?
1 bus with 36 students?
7 buses.
7 buses with 210 students. And then we're going to do high school B. High school B had how many vans?
3.
1 van. And how many buses?
1 bus.
1 bus with how many students?
210.
30.
What? 36.
Thank you.
Fast, what?
Okay. So now I have 2 equations, 2 unknowns. I'm going to do exactly what I just got done doing, right? So do I do substitution or elimination? Which one? Elimination. Okay, so how am I going to do elimination? What am I going to do? I'm going to multiply one of them. Notice I have 1 V's, right? But if I add them, they're both the same, so I have to change one of them. Okay? So I'm going to multiply one of the one of the equations. There we go. I'm going to multiply one of the equations by -1. What does multiplying by -1 do?
Make it positive?
It changes all the signs.
Wait. Why don't you just minus them and then minus 1?
Yeah, you can do that too.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Because they forget to, they only minus the first one and don't minus the other ones.
Great question.
So if you put the minus there, I know. Avery, you can do that. Okay?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, Avery? But I have to,
What if not for real.
that's the advance. You got it. Does that make sense?
That's not advanced, so it's subtracted.
Because people don't understand that you said, trust me.
Okay,
Trust
okay,
me.
okay.
Okay. So 1 minus 1 is? And 7 minus 1 is? And 210 minus 36.
Hey Siri, what's 236 minus 10?
226.
210 minus 36.
Good.
174. Divide by 6. And B equals what? 29. So on the bus, we're taking 29 students. Okay? Now I pick an equation and substitute it in. Probably going to do the bottom one. So my 1 van plus my 29 students equals 36. So 1V equals 7. So in a van, I have how many students?
Wait, how'd you get 36?
It's up there.
Because it's in my equation.
It's right there.
It's right here in my equation, right here. You mean this 36 right there in my equation?
It's kind of
All right, here we go. By the way, I did not come up with these questions. I just want you guys to know I didn't come up with these. I copied them. Copy and paste.
Yeah, that's me. That
Nice
sounds
quick.
like plagiarism.
Probably, but since we own the program that they came from and we bought it, it's not plagiarism.
Ooh.
Thank you.
You guys bought it?
Julio and Bill each improved their yards by planting grass, sod, and geraniums. A geranium is a flower. People asked last class what a geranium was. They bought their supplies from the same store. Julio spent $53 on 2 square feet of grass sod and 3 geraniums. Bill spent $103 on 7 square feet of grass sod and 3 geraniums. What is the cost of 1 square foot of grass sod and the cost of 1 geranium? So we're looking for the cost of
Sod and geranium.
grass, sod, and I'm going to call that S. And then geranium, and I'm going to call that G. I can't say grass because they're both G's, so I had to say sod.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right, so Julio's our first guy. Julio spent what?
He spent
$53.
Okay, on what?
2 feet of grass and 3.
So 2 sods plus 3 geraniums equals $53. And then we have Bill, who spent what?
He spent 103.
Okay, on what?
7 feet of grass sod.
So 7S plus
3G.
3G equals 103. Do you see where we get the equations at?
Sure.
Right, I mean, it's right there. It's right there. Super easy, right? Right there. So substitution or elimination?
Elimination.
Elimination.
And subtract.
And I'm going to subtract it. And yes, I'm going to write it out again. I'm going to subtract them. Yeah, we'll just subtract it. We're going to subtract. What is 7 minus 2?
2 minus 7 is negative 5.
Yeah, -5s. Fine. 3 minus 3 is 0. And 53 minus 103.
Negative 50.
And then what do I do?
Divide.
Divide by -5. So what do I get?
10.
So my sod costs
$10.
$10. Pick an equation, huh? Pick an equation.
Second one.
2 times 10 plus 3G equals 53. So 20 plus 3G equals 53. 53 minus 20. 3G equals 33. So what does G equal? So my geraniums cost me $11. That's so cheap for a geranium.
Hey, what's a geranium?
Geranium is a flower.
No.
A flower?
Word problem.
Geranium is a flower.
Then let's tell you.
Okay. And here we go for the last one. Please don't laugh because there's lots of words in here and I trip over them because I had to use long words in this. Asanji and Beth are selling cookie dough for a school fundraiser. Customers can buy packages of white chocolate chip cookie dough and packages of double chocolate cookie dough. Asanji sold 4 packages of white chocolate chip cookie dough and 5 packages of double chocolate cookie dough for a total of $127. Beth sold 8 packages of white chocolate chip cookie dough and 6 packages of double chocolate cookie dough for a total of $194. What is the cost of 1 package of white chocolate chip cookie dough and 1 package of double chocolate cookie dough? There's too many cookie doughs in that sentence. Okay, so what am I looking for?
You're looking for white chocolate chip and cookie dough.
So can I just call it white choco?
Just call it white.
And I'm going to say that's W. Another one is double, D-U-B-L-E, double choco,
Just use
and D. Yep. Okay. So we've got Asanji over here. And Asanji sold what?
He sold W
4W
5D
plus 5D
equals 127.
equals 127. And then we have Beth,
8 W
8W
plus 6D
6D
equals 194.
194. Beautiful. Okay.
Elimination.
elimination. I'm gonna multiply this top one by -2. Who doesn't understand? Okay. So notice that 4 is a multiple of 8. Are you okay with that? And if I want to get rid of these two, they're not multiples of each other, so this one will be simpler. And if I multiply this by -2, I get a -8. So my W's will go away. That's why I chose -2. Are you okay with that? Okay. So here we go. So I'm going to multiply by -2, and I get -8W minus 10D equals -200. And is it 54? 254?
Yeah, negative.
Yeah, 254. Great. So I get -4D equals -60, I think. Divide by -4. And D equals $15. So double chocolate chip cookie dough cost $15 for some cookie dough. No, not for a fundraiser. Yeah, you get big tubs of it. Yeah. So one of the teams here used to sell cookie dough. I think it was softball.
I thought like it's kind of dangerous to eat cookie dough by itself.
Yeah, because of the eggs. But
Yeah,
Just salmonella.
It's not. It's from meat.
So 4W plus 5 times 15 equals 127. Equals, there's a 2 there, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 52. Divide by 4. W equals 13. So the white chocolate chip cookie dough equals $13.
Okay.
Okay, there's.
Don't pull out, no. None of that.
why don't you just help them with every problem? I'll do yours, Simon.
That's like free tutoring.
If I'm
We don't do no free tutoring here, nah. You guys say after school class.
Oh, not wrong thing. -7. So -56C. -735. Yeah. Yeah. In a minute. Hmm?
Or it's just one.
And the worst part is,
Okay. There you go. All the answers for the back page.